Alright, so we are flinging some Mole Gods today in Standard. And the idea behind this deck came from this new Mole God, which is a 4 mana, 8/4. And it says when it becomes blocked, you untap each creature you control, and after this phase there's an additional combat phase. The key here is that it's 4 mana with 8 power. And the theme of this deck is lots of high power creatures, such as this Quake-Mole and Archfiend of the Dross, a 6/6 for 4 mana, Shakedown Heavy, a 6/4 for 3 mana, and the Pugnacious Hammerskull for 6/6 for 3 mana. And how do we take advantage of all these big power, low casting cost creatures? Well, we're going to fling them using Voldaren Thrillseeker, which essentially for 4 mana puts 2 +1/+1 counters on another creature and lets you sacrifice it to do damage equal to its power to any target. And then also the Burn Together part of Callous Sell-Sword lets you do damage to any target equal to a creature's power if you sacrifice it. So that's the key to the deck, is these flinging spells. So essentially for this 4 mana you're going to do sometimes 8, 10 damage, and 1 mana sometimes 6, 8, 10 damage depending on the creature you're flinging. Also to take advantage we have Gwenna, who taps for 2 mana for creatures but also untaps if you have cast a creature with power 5 or greater. So that really lets you unload all your creatures on turn 4 into play. Molten Monstrosity costs X less depending on the power of your creatures, and then the Skullspore Nexus as well costs less depending on the power that you have of your creatures. So all of these get a huge discount. Fight rigging can get triggered right away, and these will fling for a ton of damage. And then one of Ruby to sort of accelerate the mana here, and also gets pumped if you have a creature with power 4 or greater. And Deep-Cavern Bat just as a way to play something on turn 2, get some removal out of their hand, and just hold the whole deck together. It's a great card. So that is sort of our big power flinging Mole God deck for today. And let's see if we can fling some big creatures on the ladder. Alright, we are flinging some Mole Gods today in Standard. And this looks like a fine hand. So probably we'll just lead off with the Sell-Sword here. Give us a blocker on 2. And then lead with Gwenna. Red-white tokens. Yep. No problem. Yep, Sky 1. Okay, there's a Thrillseeker. Nice. Let's see if this Gwenna will survive. So it will let us play. So it'll give us 5 mana. I think we can play out both of these. Yep. A lot of guys. Morden, sure. Flyer here. 4, 5. $14. Okay. So this should let us play here, untap, play here, and untap, and then could play that out, but I don't think there's any point in that. And do we want to attack? Might be worth it. That depends on how many blockers we may need. Swing here. Okay. War Leader's Call, alright. 6/7, sure. And no blocks here. Okay, a bat. So we play out the Thrillseeker here. That's 8 and 8. So that would allow that to come across. And swing. Okay. Guess that's going to be it. Good game. Alright, we are flinging Mole Gods today in Standard. And we'll take a keep here. Hope to draw something. Oh, we can play on turn 2. Perfect. Here's our bat. And that bat is out of here. And some sort of Boros big deck. And lead on Gwenna. And hope it can survive. Looks like it does. So this gives us a bunch of mana here. So we can play this, untap, play this, untap, and play Thrillseeker if we wanted to. Wandering Emperor, sure. Okay, in that case, play the Sell-Sword, or we could use some map tokens here. I think we'll just play it out. Put a little bit more pressure down. Since we already have a Thrillseeker. Celestis, sure. Yep. Okay. Go for the rigging here. See what we can find. A bat, another rigging, or a nexus. Let's go for the nexus. So, any creature that dies now will turn into a token. I may want to hold back this attack, yeah, for when they play the Chandra. So then we can swing at the Chandra. 2 mana. Okay. That's okay. A lot of map tokens, and there's the Mole God. So this is, how much damage do we have? We double this. We'll swing here, and here. And play out our Shakedown. A lot of map tokens. Yep, another Chandra. Okay, there's a land. So it does come into play tapped. These will go here. These at Chandra. Take it.
No, this isn't happening.
And use some map tokens. We'll just play another Shakedown. A lot of power out. Now if they have okay. Smart. Do have to get lost. I believe they need to cast. Yep, right now. No shortage of map tokens here. Okay, let's attack first. And then see what they do. Let me heal, it's okay. Down to 3, and then should be it. Good game. Alright, we are fleeing mole gods in standard. This looks good except for only 2 lands. I think I got them all. Okay, this is a keep here. Take back a land. Now we just need a mole god. Or heavy, that works. Something to fling. Alright, excellent. Bats on 2. And there goes. Sure. This is all creatures may value 2 or less. Okay. Well, it's not many of our creatures, luckily. Invasions, make us discard. What do we want to discard? Maybe the Sell-Sword here. Sure. Okay. So, whatever I play, they may kill, or they could kill. Go lead with the heavy here. Skullspore Nexus down to 2. Yep. Got removal, central. Alright, play them out. Sure. Well, I'm gonna get this down while we can. I suppose he may choose to counter this on the stack and then. Yep. Draw a card. Okay, not bad. Do we want to play the Thrillseeker and pump here and attack? Or could even put the counters on itself? Yeah, let's just go for it. We'll get a stun counter, but that's okay. And then to cleave this, he needs 2 more mana. Oh, took a land and a graveyard trespasser. Sure. Ooh, got the Sell-Sword, which isn't bad. Play out the Archfiend and pass. Phyrexian. Still doesn't have the white mana to cleave the Path of Peril. It may just be playing it to destroy small creatures. Hard to say. Sure, Siphon Insight. MTG. Alright. And a land. Not what we wanted to see, but we will be swinging. Let's see what they do. It's gonna block, sure. Down to 15, down to 13. This could be for 8, 9, not quite there. If I did Sell-Sword, I think we just pass here. One card that he stole from me, I wonder what it is. Ooh, Virtue, okay, well. That's not going to do it for them. Alright, looks like the flinging is going to get there. And Sell-Sword. 8 to the face. Good game. Alright, so here we are with the wrap-up for today for our big power Mole God flinging deck. And overall we did pretty well, I would say. I was surprised by how many wins I was able to get with this deck and really enjoyed playing with it. It's pretty simple, just giant creatures plus effects that benefit from them. I think I might add a second Skullspore Nexus to the deck if I could rebuild it. It was quite useful in a lot of games just to ensure that your creatures weren't going to die. Gwenna also surprised me and I felt quite good. What else would I change? The mana seemed okay overall. I would encourage you to kind of test it out yourself and see what works for you with this deck. You could potentially cut the Ruby, but I'm not sure. And overall, maybe I might cut one Molten Monstrosity for one Nexus. But overall, it seemed like a pretty enjoyable deck and ran well. And if you want to have some fun on the ladder flinging giant creatures, I would definitely encourage it and actually get some wins doing so. Alright, hope you have a great day, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.